Welcome, my friends, to the show that never ends, the Dad and Buried podcast. Tonight, we're going to be talking about picky eaters, a.k.a. kids. Yeah, tonight. Yeah. It's nighttime.
Yeah.
Have you not noticed?
No. We're doing
this. You're acting like I was lying?
No, I just like that you
tonight's the night.
You put a pin.
Tonight's going to be a good night.
Okay, can I say
How many songs can I quit? No. What do you want to say, Pete? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I yield
realize
the floor
to
the congressman from Brooklyn.
Am I also married to you?
Are you?
Oh my God.
She steps on your lines a lot? Your punchlines?
Yeah. Just when I'm trying to land them when we're heated argument. But what you just said. And
well, that's one of the problems.
That's not funny.
Haven't you seen?
I know it is to me.
I'm kind of like Robin Williams in Mrs. Doubtfire. I don't take anything seriously. And
you dress up in
I bring
old
ponies to the house. Well, yes, but that's neither here nor there.
Put fires out.
That's neither here. You know what? I don't need you airing my dirty laundry on the podcast. Anyway, my name's Mike, a.k.a. Dad and Buried. You may know me from my social media empire, in which I mock my children and I shit. Then why'd you ask me to do this podcast?
You know what? I got you mixed up with someone else.
And now you're just stuck 26 episodes later. God damn it.
And now we've somehow exchanged cell phone numbers, and now you won't. Yep. Everyone's texting back and forth.
I've got quite an audience who likes to hear me make fun of my children.
Yes.
If you listen to last week's episode, sometimes I even punch my children in the face by accident, and they bleed a lot.
And you know what?
Parents like it.
And guess what? Learning happens.
They live and they learn.
Yeah.
Like Alanis Morissette.
I don't know if they live so much as they just constantly learn day to day.
Like even when they're dead?
1 second. No, they're just, I would call it living. Like they're not living out loud. Yeah, they're not like living out loud.
Holly Hunter and Danny DeVito.
They're just surviving the household, the Dad and Buried household.
They're surviving it. My children?
Yeah.
Anyway, I use my Instagram and my Facebook page, and I used to, and my Twitter sometimes, and
like
I used
to
use my blog. No, more like a fencing sword.
Okay.
The point, I'm very targeted.
Except for your blog is more like a
it's
little
dead.
twig.
Yeah, it is. It is. My once burgeoning and growing blog has been whittled down to nothingness.
Hey, do you guys remember like surfing the internet and being like, "Wow,
the
this
World
is
Wide Web,"
and now it's like unusable.
The information superhighway.
Just like if you go off of like a couple sites, like it's unusable. You're just like, hey,
what are your sites? What are your three main sites? Hit me.
Well, I actually use Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
No wonder it's unusable for
Instagram, I think
4chan. You love 4chan. You're
and
big
then
into
lastly,
Stormfront
is 4chan. Yeah.
You like Stormfront too?
I don't know what Storefront is.
Well, it's probably better that you don't. He doesn't actually go to Stormfront, people. We do not endorse white supremacists.
Oh no!
On this podcast,
no,
it's not what we're about.
I'm glad I didn't.
We are
for a second. I was about to be like, sure.
We are adult supremacists.
No.
We are. We think adults are superior to children. We don't like our children.
I mean, have you met my kids?
I have.
Jesus.
They're quite lovely.
You know
I like
what, Mike?
Your kids.
You don't even know your.
You know what? Because you didn't invite me to your house very often.
Yeah.
Or my wife.
Remember the last time?
Your wife and my wife
clogged my toilet.
You know what?
Took 2 months to get rid of that.
I'm sorry. Look, I was on my period.
All right.
Okay, so thank you for joining us.
Yes.
I do the podcast now because Pete confused me with somebody else, and my blog is dead as dead, as Eric Stoltz says in Pulp Fiction.
You're a good. I will say that you're a good writer. Which is annoying.
Wow.
Because
what a touching thing to say.
Yeah, I mean, I
You've
think
never read a single thing. You don't even read my emails to you or my texts.
First of all, if it's longer than one sentence,
you're out. You're a true millennial.
From an email standpoint or text. But no, you wrote something the other day about being a stay-at-home dad.
I did. Yeah, I bitched and whined.
And that was
it was a little bit more like serious.
Yeah,
than
you kind of you put it out there.
You know what? I put myself out there.
Stepped out
from behind the character.
Can you put it back in?
I stepped out from behind the character of Dad and Buried, and I revealed myself as Mike. The inadequate, insecure. I exposed myself
to the world.
You know what? And that's why I'm not allowed back on Huffington Post.
Yeah, that's why people are gagging.
Or today, parents gagging.
What is that? A bag of fingers?
I don't even know what that fucking means. That's a weird thing to say right there, my man.
Well, that's what it looks
Pete's
like.
Dark Side.
That's what it
coming
looks
on
like.
out. Anyway, we want to thank everybody who supports us on Patreon. We have a bunch of tiers there based on your level of contribution.
Oh my
the
God.
Single Dad tier with Chris Coleman, David Tuttle, and MS Babayan, who hits us up on Anchor. She's a very dedicated commenter.
She's so dedicated.
Dad Bod, Barbara Geiger, a.k.a. Funky Feet, also dedicated. Yes. So I asked a bunch of questions recently for podcast topics, and Barbara Geiger, because of the mechanism within Instagram, literally sent me like 30, because there's a box that you can only type in a certain amount into, and I told people to just use multiple boxes. She sent like 13. I didn't read a single one of them. No offense, Barb. Paul Opolsky, who has become pretty loyal and interactive in a short amount of time. Julie McCarthy
is a recent.
He's new, but
thank you so much.
He's vicious. And Julie McCarthy, an old friend of mine, who is also very dedicated, and appreciate her perspective.
We love everybody.
Let's not say everybody. World's Greatest Dad tier it's got Mary Williams and Mom Party of Two, who's from the DMV. We're going to get a little clarity on that. Is that?
What do you mean?
I think
she's
from Maryland,
from
in the
DMV,
area,
like Swamp Thing, like just I can get
Swamp Thing has nothing to do with the DMV.
I just imagine,
either Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, or District of Columbia, Maryland, Virginia, or the Department of Motor Vehicles. Why Swamp Thing?
Because you
like
come
the creature
out,
from the Blue Lagoon.
Come out.
Brooke Shields is the creature from the Blue Lagoon, by the way.
Just telling people to stand in line.
The monster movie.
Wait your turn.
The monster movie is the creature from the Black Lagoon. So if you accidentally say the creature from the Blue Lagoon, which is like soft porn about teenagers stranded on an island,
you're talking about
Brooke Shields. You're actually talking about her eyebrows because they were bushy.
You're such a bitch.
You know what? I think Brooke Shields is a good-looking woman. You're being glib.
No,
Pete.
Come on. Why would you go there? She's a beautiful.
Obviously, she's beautiful. There's no debate.
I
don't know what she looks like now.
Today.
Was she with Andre
Agassi
for a while?
I was just on BrookeShields.net.
She was with Andre Agassi before he got with Steffi Graf. Is that true, or am I making that up?
Oh,
Nate
my God.
doesn't know who any of the people we just named are. Brooke Shields, Andre Agassi, or Steffi Graf.
I know Andre Agassi, tennis player.
Yeah, he was a tennis player.
He was a good tennis player.
And a Nikon pitchman.
Wimbledon just finished. So
anyway, and then we got on the literally, if we had monuments.
Are you kidding me with this
Sarge
guy?
Joseph Diachason would be, we'd have a bust in his honor.
I feel like, do we have to salute every time?
The new dad tier.
I think
we should salute. I'm a private first class. I don't know what you are.
You're a private second class. Give me a break.
You know what?
Is that worst?
I'll take it. Worst? I don't know what's worst. You know what? I don't know much about the military.
I don't know anything.
I don't know much about biology either.
I just kind of like float around.
I don't know much about chemistry. Isn't that the song?
You know what?
From the 50s?
How did you meet your wife?
How did I meet my wife?
Yeah, was it like just like on like happenstance? Or
yeah.
How would someone be like, hey,
she took pity on me.
That guy's singing, I don't know much about biology.
You got it wrong.
Don't know.
You got it right.
I'm not saying the word was wrong. I'm saying the cadence of the way he sang the beginning. I don't know much about. That's not how the beginning goes. See, exactly.
You know what? Here's what I want to do. Just say.
If there are any songs you want me to sing, I'm happy to do it, give or take.
God, this is not
this
only is
is
it hot
how we
here,
do it.
But this is hot garbage that we're putting in.
Hot garbage.
Yeah,
I thought. Yeah. You know what? I thought I was doing some hot bars, as they say.
It's not Hot 97.
What's that? Is that like a pop station?
Yeah, it's a super
I don't have girls. Anyway, if you want to help us bring in some, we need some equipment to interview people and to have guests, and that's what basically we're going to be using Patreon
we need a
for.
Front loader.
We appreciate everybody who's committed any money at all.
Yes.
You know,
and we continue to appreciate that.
We will never stop appreciating you.
Let us read your name out on the air.
Yeah, we want to. I like mispronouncing people's names. It's one of my favorite things.
It's your favorite thing to do.
Is it my favorite thing?
I think so.
I thought my favorite thing was exposing myself with a bag of fingers. I literally don't know.
No, that's just what it looks like.
Anyway, my favorite thing is to read people's reviews on iTunes that they leave for us.
Oh, yes.
Please go give us a 5-star review on iTunes. If you give us less than 5 stars, for the love of God, tell us why. You can't leave a less than 5-star review and not fucking justify it.
You got to come at us.
Constructive criticism, that's what we want from you. We either want 5 stars of praise and silence, that's all we need, or we want justification. In fact, I don't want anything less than 5 stars, if I'm going to be honest.
I was going to say.
But feel free to DM me and tell me what I could do. If you hesitate to give us 5 stars, tell me what's going to make you turn the corner.
What's the problem?
Yeah. What is the problem? Probably Pete.
Is it Mike's hat? Are you watching us on YouTube?
God
If you
damn it,
are,
with the fucking hat.
you can see us.
People love this hat.
And you can look at us.
People
and
love
it's
it.
a different experience.
If you want, so subscribe on
like, are they really
subscribe and rate us on iTunes. Comment on individual episodes on YouTube.
Yes.
Go to our merch shop, shop.spreadshirt.com/dad-and-buried. Literally the most cumbersome thing I've ever read in my entire life.
A more complicated URL.
Anyway, this week we're talking about picky eaters. We got a shitload of comments. You know why?
Picky eaters. Because kids are dicks about
kids
food.
are the worst.
Are you right?
Am I right? I'm always right.
Am I right? I should have said. That was weird.
Maybe this time.
Because kids are dicks about food, and we're about to get deep into this right after this.
That was really strange. I didn't know what you were going to say, and I don't think you really nailed it.
I'm pretty sure I did.
All right, so the topic this episode is picky eaters. And look, I put out the call for topics on my Instagram, and you guys deliver every time. If you have a topic of your own, please DM me, go to my Facebook group.
You're on
Sorry,
Instagram?
our Facebook group. I am on Instagram. I'm verified. Jesus Christ. I know you're impressed, even though you don't know what Instagram is. So we're talking about picky eaters, and I have a story here. We got so many comments. I have a story here that I think encapsulates
Okay.
the pickiness of children when it comes to eating.
Specifically, we're talking about kids and food and everything that goes.
No, I was talking about eating just other shit. What the fuck are you talking about, kids and food? I said picky eaters. What are they eating? What could I be referring to?
To like grown-ups, you know.
Okay, you're right.
Fucking,
you're right.
You know?
We're doing picky eaters this week, but we're talking about 30-year-olds for
calamari.
Yeah, context means something. It's a parenting podcast.
Does it? Is this? I thought this was a weekly recap of entertainment news.
You know what? I could do that. Would you like me to?
Actually, I don't think you could. Could you?
No, not with the millennials out there.
You could do a weekly recap of like 80s movies.
A weekly recap of 80s movies.
I
can talk movies out my ass for as long as you want. And one of these weeks we'll do it.
Yeah, you have, I believe.
I have. Well,
listen to those podcasts.
I haven't mentioned Alien. Oh, I did. You know what?
You did just
I called it Alien Nation last week. I don't even like that movie with Mandy Patinkin. I was talking about Enemy Mine with Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett. It's not even a good movie. It's just so stupid. God, the little alien kid that Dennis Quaid has to fucking protect is so annoying. Yeah. He's so weird looking. No offense. It's a metaphor, the whole thing, for race relations, just like Alien Nation is. It's more subtle than Alien Nation.
Yeah, but I feel
How are we talking about this?
Like
it might even be about like the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
I feel like you are just like, that's the world you live in, is alienation. Just you, people
I alienate
you,
everyone.
Yeah,
so you're combining. It's Alien Nation. It's a world in which aliens have come and they coexist in like Los Angeles.
You know what? It's a beautiful metaphor.
You
for
fucked up. You're leaning on the punt.
Your life.
You know what? I alienate a lot of people with my references to Alien Nation.
Just in general.
I don't reference Alien Nation. I meant to reference Enemy Mine.
Okay.
Anyway, God damn it. My kid doesn't like pizza.
What?
This is the thing. You know why he doesn't like pizza? Because we have pizza too much. We live in the greatest region, if not city. I'm from Connecticut. New Haven area has arguably as good pizza, if not better than. Depends on your preference, right? Never. My favorite pizzas in the world are New Haven and New York City, right? My kid, we get it so often, which once or twice a week, we'll do a movie night, we'll get pizza. My kid complains. You know what the pizza he likes is? The pizza fucking around the corner from our house.
Yeah.
Which, look, it's New York City pizza, right? So it's better. Like it's better than like Kansas City pizza or,
right.
You know, when I lived in Raleigh, the shit you got there.
Everybody get ready to take a full face load of Mike's dump. If you don't live in New York City, you're
a
about
weird
to get
dude,
shit
my man.
on.
No.
If you're about to get shit on pizza
I'm not shitting on anybody. You can admit if you live in Kansas City, your pizza's not as good as New York City's.
You can admit who? Who are you talking to me?
Yeah,
I don't live in Kansas City.
You have been there, have you?
No.
Why would you? Not for the pizza.
Here's what you're doing.
That's why.
Opening the window and taking a huge deuce.
Look, I'm sure Kansas City is lovely.
That's how you do it in New
I'm
York City.
sure Kansas City is lovely.
Okay.
Three Rivers, that's Pittsburgh. What's the name of the stadium in Kansas City?
I don't.
God, I just
no one
embarrassed
cares.
myself.
So
they have the fountain.
your son.
They won the World Series a few years ago.
Your son.
Mahomes.
You have a
Your
son, and he needs.
I do have
pizza.
a son. I have 2 sons. No,
he
likes the pizza around the corner, which was what I'm saying is the less good pizza around the corner in New York is better than Kansas City's best pizza. No offense, Kansas City. I live in Raleigh.
Yeah.
And their pizza sucked. What you could do is you go to Mellow Mushroom. Have you ever had it?
No.
It's like a chain down there. Mellow Mushroom's not quite pizza. It's tasty. It's a weird, different thing.
Dude, can you just fucking finish the story? Because I want to like murder my own mind right now.
I wish you would.
Swallow my
anyway,
own tongue.
How do you not like pizza? And you're a little kid.
Okay, and so
It's the fucking
he
go-to
likes the
food of all
pizza
go-to
around
food.
the corner or no?
No, he gets sick of that too. We have pizza too much. We don't have it that much, but he doesn't like pizza.
Twice a week?
No, once or twice a week.
Okay.
What does or mean?
Jesus Christ.
Can you
dude,
explain it?
You're being aggro. I think that, pizza. I think I would say I'm probably in the 2 to 3. We're not.
You have pizza 2 to 3 times a week?
No. Once every 2 to 3 weeks.
Once every 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't.
So you're agreeing with my son, saying it's not because he's picky; it's overkill.
I think. Yeah, I think we've got our kids off of other foods.
You know what I say to that?
Over them.
You were raised in England. You don't appreciate pizza.
God.
You don't know what it means
what
to be a pizza-loving American.
To have the cheapest, simplest food available and sling it at your children.
So
yeah,
something being cheap means it's not good?
No, it's amazing.
It's probably the best food of all time.
Is it?
It's got all 4 food groups.
4?
Yeah.
Which ones?
I don't know what they are. Dairy, meat, dairy, meat, crust, and tomato sauce.
Big crust.
What the fuck? I don't know food groups. Dairy's a food group.
God, you
meat
kids are
is
just,
meat a food group? Meat?
Is meat
Vegetables. You could get is tomato a vegetable or a fruit?
It's a
Doesn't
fruit.
matter. You get onions on there. You got fucking veggies out the ass.
Do you put fucking onions on your kids' pizza? You son of a bitch.
What do you mean? Kids can't like onions? You know why? Because they're fucking picky.
They're gross.
Full circle.
Yeah.
We are back together.
All right, so
my kid likes onions.
Let's get out of this. This is to anyone who's listening, who's like not already like
no one's listening.
Turn their car into a phone pole just to end
into a phone pole.
Yeah, just to
telephone
end.
pole. No one calls it a phone pole. You say telephone pole.
You know
no
what?
one's ever called it a phone pole.
It doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't fucking matter.
Nate,
here's
have you ever
the
heard the phrase phone pole?
It doesn't even matter at this point because this story is
the greatest story that's ever been told.
Absolutely, it's like ear cancer right now. We're giving everyone ear cancer.
That's hurtful to people who have.
So here's the deal.
Cancer.
What? I don't. Is that a thing? I don't even know.
I don't know. Probably.
But so your son. Okay, so your son is like, I don't like pizza because we have it so much. Now
Yeah,
is
sure.
is that different from I'm not going to eat? Will he eat any? Like, will he just refuse other foods or?
No, he refuses tons of foods.
Does he only eat like
pizza's a fallback?
What are the standards? Let's go.
What does that mean?
What are the standard foods that he will eat? Or they will eat?
Chicken nuggets.
Okay, yes.
Ever heard of it?
Oh my God. I live.
He won't eat mac and cheese.
You know what? Can I just say something?
Nope.
Can I just say something?
This is my 8-year-old.
If there was an apocalypse and we were surrounded by 8-year-olds, our currency would be chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. So if
How many
8-year-olds
chicken
were
nuggets
our
you got?
overlords,
What do you got? Bell and Evans?
the currency
I got some
would
Bell
be
and Evans over here,
chicken
man.
nuggets.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
Bell and Evans?
Oh, please. Don't worry about it. This guy doesn't even
This
know.
guy's
what
tossing
Bell
out
and-
brand names.
Doesn't
Like
even know
kids
Bell
know
and
brand
Evans.
names?
Your parent, as a parent, you should know Bell and Evans over.
You know what I know?
It's
Chicken
like a-
fucking nuggets. That's what I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Tyson's.
Paste.
Purdue.
Yeah.
Paste. What is paste?
It's
You're saying they're the
that-
shitty versions? So
Yeah,
you buy the
that's
gourmet nuggets?
exactly
What a waste
right.
of time.
And you know
You
what I
give
do?
your kids the sludge.
Once I buy them, I hold them up above my head as I walk out of the supermarket, and I go
Naked.
like this. Yeah, and I go, "What's up, everybody?" And then I get arrested by a police officer every single time.
Because your bag of fingers.
No, you know why? It's the same police officer. He's not really a police
He's
officer.
into it. It's just
Yeah.
your role playing.
Yeah,
with
we
your
just
friend.
roll around in the parking lot.
This is getting weird.
It's good.
You are secretly a fucking weird motherfucker.
Nah, we
my
like
man.
the glass in our backs. All right,
What the fuck are you even talking
the
about?
broken glass in the parking lot.
This dude makes references
As
that
we're
don't
rolling
even
around.
have references.
So
Anyway, so I broke my question down and I asked people on my Instagram, verified 80,000 followers, if they have picky kids, what they eat and what they don't eat.
yeah,
Check your kids at the door.
this is a
Funny
this is a
parenting meme account.
handle. Yeah.
It is. Check your kid. No, it's not a request. his handle is checking keys at the door, says his daughter will eat almost anything if there's enough ranch dressing on it.
Blessed.
What do your kids eat with their chicken nuggets? What dip? Honey mutaro?
Just ketchup. If that or nothing.
Chicken and ketchup is fucking gross, but my kid does
Chicken
that too.
nuggets and ketchup?
Yeah, I think it's gross. I know it's a go-to for children. Do you eat it?
Yeah.
Chicken nugs and ketch.
Has anyone been to a fast food
Nugs
restaurant?
and ketch. Yeah, it's called barbecue sauce, sweet and sour, honey mustard, buffalo sauce, ranch. You order ketchup? Hold on. Excuse me. What are your McDonald's, what are your toppings for chicken nuggets? They name 6 things. You go, no, give me the ketchup packets.
You know what's funny is when I get a Happy Meal, they do all give me that look. Like just what? Ketchup? And I didn't put it together till just now. Now you're realizing. Out. I'm glad that I dicked out. Yeah. Well, you know what? My bag of fingered out. Yeah. Dumpy Davis says her kids go through phases. Currently, the Nutella and graham cracker phase. My kid can't eat that because he's allergic to nuts, so he can't have hazelnut, which is what Nutella is. A lot of people think it's chocolate. It's not. It's hazelnut. You know who loves Nutella? Kobe Bryant. Whoa. Grew up in Italy. God damn you.
Jelly Bean Bryant was his dad?
Nobody needs to know that information. But my kids will eat Nutella and waffles in the morning.
I'll eat the shit out of some Nutella right now. Do you have any?
No, I don't.
Do you need to refrigerate Nutella?
No.
Honest question.
I don't think you do.
Do you need to refrigerate salsa? Not until it's open.
Yes,
Not until it's open.
Once it's opened, you need.
Once it's open,
I'm assuming everything is
you shouldn't
is shelf.
assume. You know why you shouldn't assume? Because fucking ketchup on nuggets is gross. That's why you shouldn't assume. Jay from the Burb says his or her kids, sorry Jay, eat mac and cheese, sometimes nuggets, PB&J, and those goddamn mini muffins.
We get it, Jay. You're white.
I'm assuming Jay from the Burb. Instead of Jenny from the block, it's Jay from the Burb.
I mean, honestly, I feel like this is what my kids eat.
I need a few minutes here to talk about. So he said those damn mini muffins.
Yeah.
He may be saying, or she may be referencing those damn mini muffins because over the past couple of weeks I have referenced the mini muffins a lot on my Instagram.
Yeah, that's what typical.
I'm assuming what they're talking about, he or she's talking about, is the little Entenmann's Little Bites mini muffins.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They are like crack cocaine for my kids. We buy a box, crates of them.
Oh, I don't.
They're expensive. They go so fast.
Oh.
I recently shared a photo on Instagram of my toddler with a bag of them dancing in front of the mirror, eating them. He's so excited to be eating his mini muffins, the chocolate chips, the birthday cake ones, the blueberry.
We do the Whole Foods comes in a huge box.
Yeah, we buy those
big
sometimes.
Ass box.
Yeah.
And then what that allows us to do is trade them like currency.
You already mentioned the currency thing.
No, I know, but
you're doing it again?
Yeah, we're doing it again because that's how we do everything in my household. So everything is currency.
But is the currency nuggets or mini muffins?
You know what? Correct.
Both. Oh, I see. So the nuggets are like the coins and the mini muffins are like the dollar bills.
What I'm saying is if we were in a Holocaust, like in the wasteland, if this was
like
a
Thunderdome,
wasteland, we had kids, we'd be bartering nuggets.
So when I was a little kid,
or mini muffins,
we had an exercise.
What would be more expensive, mini muffins or nuggets?
I think mini muffins are more expensive than nuggets. I think.
Like what would you be able to get for a mini muffin?
What is this? The price is fucking right.
Like gasoline? How much gasoline would you be able to get for
gasoline?
Yeah. I'm doing the V12.
So this is like a Mad Max scenario where instead of them racing towards the precious commodity of
and then every once in a while someone comes up and is like, Entenmann's mini muffins? You're like,
and they open their trench coat.
Yeah.
You trade a bag of fucking fingers, you get a whole bunch of mini muffins.
Yeah, take a look at my bag of fingers.
So my toddler lives off those goddamn things. The only things he eats are the mini muffins and yogurts, like
squeezers.
No, they're not squeezers. They're like Danimals is one of them.
Yeah,
and
you
like
poke the
Stonebridge. It's not Stonebridge. It's Stony Farms, something like that.
Farms,
We're fucking it up.
Yeah.
You jam that straw in, and he sucks that shit down. You know what's the most annoying thing? He finishes like half or 3/4, and then it's like I don't know. It's like hard to get the rest out.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what my kid eats.
Hard to get the rest out. What? Out of the bottle through a straw?
Out of the bottle. Yeah. He gives up.
Okay.
So KD Twin KM, I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced, or it's the name. It says her kids eat the pretty normal kids menu: chicken nuggets, mini muffins, cheese sticks. You mean like Polly-O string cheese?
Yeah. Yep.
No, nothing. Give me a pizza with nothing. With nothing? You know what I'm talking about? The old commercial. Kids go to a pizza joint and they say they want a pizza. All right, one pizza coming up. He goes, hold the sauce. Hold the sauce. Hold the crust. Hold the crust. Yeah. Oh, the pizza with nothing. With nothing. It's your face.
It must have been so magical growing up in the mind.
Well, Jay from the Burb knows what I'm talking about. We Tucky pretty much live on Go-Gurt, cheese, parentheses from Wisconsin. Now, I don't know if that means we only get cheese from Wisconsin or we live in Wisconsin, therefore we like cheese.
You know what? A lot of dairy. I think so.
You know what? You don't need to live in Wisconsin to love cheese. You don't need to be from France to love cheese, okay? Right. What the fuck are peanut butter balls? That's my question for Iwataki.
Is this just like Reese's? That's
kind of weird. I know. What are peanut butter balls?
That'd be weird. Yeah, let us know. I don't know what that is.
Becky Wells, a lot of underscores in her name, says grilled cheese, mac and cheese, spaghetti. My kid won't touch fucking spaghetti.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Pasta?
My kid hates pasta.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
are you
my 8-year-old.
Kidding me?
I'm half Italian. He won't eat pasta.
Are your parents just like, who is this monster?
Oh, yeah, we're not allowed there anymore. We're not allowed there.
God. Really? He doesn't eat?
He won't eat pasta.
What's the number?
You know the closest he comes to pasta? You know the closest
give us the rationale.
I don't know. He doesn't have a rationale.
No, he doesn't like, it's slimy or I don't chewy or...
I don't know. He's just like, fuck you. I'm not eating it. Fuck you. I won't do what you tell me. He's
pure dick.
Zach de la Pasta. Anyone get that? Nate did. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
He's like mini Mike, basically.
So, you know what? I love some pasta. All right? You know what the closest thing he gets to pasta?
Yeah,
Subway sandwiches, the spicy Italian. He fucking loves Italian subs. His favorite is Subway sandwiches.
Really?
But yeah, he loves them. You know what he likes to get on them? Same shit my wife does. Here's the toppings. When we get an Italian sub and I have to share it with my kid or with my wife.
Yeah, banana peppers.
One half is this is what they want: pickles, olives, banana peppers.
My God, is there an emergency exit in the Subway, or what do you have to do?
No, it's like a Subway fast food restaurant.
How do you have to fucking get the fuck out of there?
What I want is
olives.
Here's what I want:
the
not olives.
Grossest thing you've ever could put on.
Here's what I want: not olives.
Olives,
not pickles.
Yeah.
I want onions. I want hot peppers. I'll deal with banana peppers. Maybe they don't have banana peppers everywhere.
Yeah.
Classier joints don't have
Subway.
that pedestrian fucking condiment. Is it a condiment? No.
No.
A topping.
Topping, yeah.
Topping?
Yeah. But, okay, so he'll eat all that shit, but he won't eat pasta?
Yeah,
maybe
man,
he thinks it's bland. What are you making? What kind of shit are you making?
How
what are you...
dare you?
No,
it's not that it's bland. The more bland, the better. Pasta and like butter sauce is like his favorite thing.
Fucking olives and pickles on a
he
Italian
likes weird
sub,
shit.
But then you smash cut over to like him eating pasta. And he's like, fuck this.
No, there's no him eating pasta. It's him not eating the pasta. That's the point. Charlie Jizex. No offense.
That's such a great
5-year-old eats smiley faces and chicken nuggets. Don't know what smiley faces are.
Like pasta, I imagine.
French fries.
Oh yeah,
smiley faces.
The tater fries.
It's hell, but it's better than the 4 months he lived off milk. You know why? Milk costs a fucking fortune. When you're just buying jugs of milk,
I think
makes them fat too.
Milk can fuck you up as well, like your insides. It's like it's linked to like a lot of.
Got milk?
Yeah. What do you? Why would you say it? What is?
It's an advertising slogan for milk.
No, I
got milk.
I understand what it is.
Okay,
I just would.
You didn't seem.
I just would just keep that like in my own mind and
you know
not
what?
just
That's not what I do.
Blurt it out.
That's not what I do. Have we met?
Talking.
Episode 26. You haven't figured it out yet?
Jesus. Oh my God. Yeah.
Claire.
The final episode. The final episode.
Claire Van B. Fucking hot dogs. I gave the tyrant hot dogs for 3 meals a day. He caved after about 2 weeks. 2 weeks of hot dogs for every meal. That dude.
Wait
he didn't cave. You caved.
What? Who's caving in this fucking situation? Fucking hot dogs. Gave tyrant
She
hot
fed her hot dogs 3 meals a day because that's all he would eat. It took him 2 weeks to get sick of it.
Oh my God. I didn't understand.
What's 3 times 14?
No, I
52.
get it. I thought that she was forcing him to eat hot dogs.
42.
Okay, no, but you're right.
My kid loves hot dogs. Tonight I tried to give my kid a quesadilla, just a cheese quesadilla.
Yeah.
Force him to eat 3 bites, and I was just like, fuck it. Do you want a hot dog? He's like, yeah. So you know what I did? I wrapped the hot dog in paper towel, and I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. I'm not going out to grill your damn hot dog.
Grill? You boil it, bro.
No, I'm not going to boil it. That's gross. What is this, a fucking Limp Bizkit record?
I don't know what that means.
So they had their second album after they.
Nobody.
I
apologize for.
They had an album that was called Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavored
Fred
Water.
Durst.
Yes.
Okay.
Obviously, they're assholes. That's the point. The album title was not even as bad as the music, but the album title was Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavored Water. Like you're drinking the water after you boil the hot dog in it. Fuck Limp Bizkit.
Okay. Oh my God. Man.
Anyway. It did it all for the Nuggets. That's what, if my kid was in Limp Bizkit, that's what the song would be called.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Ali Fraser, 921. Peanut butter sandwich or hot dog, no bun. You know what? Because her kid's on South Beach. At a restaurant, she'll eat most fries, but not crinkled. And pizza so long as it looks regular to her.
Right.
This is the insanity of children.
Right.
If the pizza doesn't look regular, guess what? She wouldn't enjoy living in alien nation where the aliens certainly don't look regular.
What happened?
They look irregular.
Can I just say that I have friends that
in low
whose
places.
kids, yeah, of course. This podcast,
yours truly, right here.
Yeah.
Case in point.
So when they go out to eat, they basically they're like, Mom, there's no arugula on the menu. Can you imagine?
No, we're gonna get to those parents.
Okay,
we're gonna get to them.
I want to get to them.
Really I can't wait to shit in their mouths.
Okay. All right.
Look, this is our second podcast of the night in like 150 degrees.
It's gonna be fine.
All right, so Harry Claridge, she only eats yogurt and cheese sticks.
Yeah.
There's so much of this, they only eat this.
Yeah.
Whether it's hot dogs
Dairy.
or, like I said, mini muffins and fucking Danimals.
But what about
They're so picky. Like Horning Nikki says, so picky. PBJ and not much else.
Yeah.
Farrah Olson, my son only ate goldfish, Lucky Charms, pizza, and chicken nuggets.
Fuck that, man. Fuck that.
My kid eats Lucky Charms, but he only picks out the fucking charms, the marshmallows, and won't eat the rest of it.
Why would you give them that?
Oh, you're one of those.
No, but yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm one of those.
So you've
for
never like
Lucky
indulged
Charms.
and like bought your kid a junk cereal to have for like a treat every once in a while?
Absolutely. We do Honey Nut Cheerios, and
that's your treat, Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah, basically.
Guess what? Your kid hates you.
Believe me. Yeah, I know. I know.
Believe me, you're right.
Why the fuck do you think I'm doing this whole podcast? It's not my kid.
Well, I'm doing
it's my whole family. It's my whole family.
They all hate you.
Yeah.
You know what? Guess what? Me and Nate can see.
Because not only that, but we're getting off-brand, like Trader Joe's Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is like super garbage. But
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I've never been a fan.
Oh, what?
Well, I don't like. They get too soggy too quickly. It's like Golden Grams.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch was like is like crack cocaine. I could eat 4 boxes in one. That's why I don't ever go there anymore. It's like I'm clean now. And I think about it a lot. Sure, I think about it a lot.
Think about Golden Grams a lot?
Yeah, sure. But I don't know. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, not Golden. Get the fuck out of here.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Fuck out of here with your Golden Grams.
At me. I want to hear it. At me. I don't like Golden Grams either. If there ain't chocolate in it, I don't want it. Cocoa Krispies. Pour it in my fucking gullet.
What about Cookie Crisp? Where it was just
I like cookies. Just a bowl of cookies. I think Seinfeld has a bit about that where it's like kids are just pouring cookies for breakfast. What a meal. What a meal. As long as but that's the thing. That's what happens to parents. If they're eating, I don't care if it's fucking cheese sticks or yogurt or mini muffins. They need to eat something.
Okay. Well, fucking, first of all.
Not Lucky Charms for you sancta fucking daddy.
Sancta daddy.
You're a sancta daddy.
Yeah. You know what? Well, get the fuck out of here.
I'll leave right now.
I'll say this. When my family is addicted to Nutella-covered waffles.
Okay.
Every morning.
I can't have that in my house. My kid will die. So maybe be a little more sensitive.
Yeah. I mean, definitely we should make sure that everything's, but maybe.
See what happens.
Yeah. Also natural selection, right?
Wow.
So,
no. I'm offended.
Okay, good. But at the same time, you can't fucking have Nutella-covered waffles every day of your life. So what I do is I'll put a moratorium.
You'd be like, not having these for a month.
I'm not. So then they come back with, I'm not hungry. I'm like, cool. They're like, I just need my phone. Nope. Like it's a trade-off. It's like you gotta have breakfast.
If you don't eat your fucking Nutella,
eat a regular breakfast, which consists of one slice of fruit, one thing, tiny
cantaloupe, perhaps.
No, definitely cantaloupe.
Honeydew. What's your favorite melon? I love honeydew.
No,
gets a bad rap.
Melon can get the fuck out of here. I'm talking apple, strawberry,
fuck apple
banana.
For breakfast.
Apple, strawberry,
I don't want
banana.
an apple for breakfast.
Sliced.
Oh, sliced? I still don't want it.
Yeah.
Apple is not a breakfast food.
Unless
you're talking like an apple Danish,
Oh my God. Well, in your case,
I don't eat Danishes.
But I mean, you know what the point is? My point is that you do the trade off. If you want the honey nut or you want the Lucky Charms or whatever, that's fine. But you gotta have
something
have a yogurt, have something else.
Well,
on top
here's
of
my
it.
thing. Like I was saying, a lot of parents will just give up and just be like, as long as they're eating something. Like this woman says, she said, "Listen, Farrah Olson, can I speak?" Farrah Olson says, "My son only ate goldfish, your fucking dreaded Lucky Charms, you communist, pizza and chicken nuggets." But then she says, "But now he's 15 and totally healthy." You just got to get through this shit. You can't pick every battle like we talked about in last week's episode. Let them just get some sustenance, even if it's sugary. They're going to fucking grow out of it.
But the problem is yeah, I mean, I guess, okay. But it's just like, it's really...
God, you draw the line at Lucky Charms.
No, my point is if you only eat Lucky Charms, I'm fine with having Lucky Charms.
Nobody's only eating Lucky Charms.
That's what you just said.
I was reading her comment.
I'm talking about
there
you.
There were 5 things there.
I'm talking about you. You said your son would... He'd
eat the marshmallows.
Yeah, and then
but he's also eating mini muffins.
Okay,
that's the nutritional part.
You didn't tell me he was having a balanced nutritious diet. Part of it.
And he loves waffles. Sometimes he likes waffles so much I'll give him waffles for dinner. Guess what? He's eating. Fed is best, whether it's breast milk or...
Fed is best?
That's what they say. So there's the ongoing debate about breastfeeding versus bottle feeding. And breastfeeding people are like, it's so much better for you. Listen to me. So much better for you. And bottle feeding are like, oh, bottle feeding is fine. And people are like...
Just as long as it...
People who are reasonable are like, fuck that. Fed is best. As long as the kids are eating and they're not starving to death. I don't care if you breastfeed or you bottle feed. Just don't bottle feed with your tits out because it's unnecessary because you're not actually using your breasts for anything.
Why would you be advocating against that?
You know what?
I say...
2019, hashtag me too.
Let him breathe.
You know what? I'm not trying to be Harvey Weinstein.
Free the nipple.
Free the nipple.
Hashtag free nipple.
All right. So a couple of people, like our beloved Sarge, said that snacks are life. All he wants is junk food. And La Dark, which is La_D_arc, says that her kid basically eats snacks. Somebody else had an awesome one where they said the kid only wants snacks. So they'll say what's for dinner, and he'll say snacks, and then just give them regular food, which is great. I gotta find that person's name at some point because I need to credit them for that.
Person is
so we talked about what they will eat. Here's what they won't eat. Jay Shementi, who lives in my neighborhood, who I keep wanting to call Jordan, and I know his name's not Jordan, but I also know it's not Jeff, and I can't remember what his name is. His wife's name is Felicia, and she has noticed me in public. And now this guy has walked by and seen me. I think he's stalking me a little bit.
Bag of fingers.
Anyway, he says, my son does not like pizza. Neither does mine sometimes. But when he does eat it, he eats it crust first. You know what that says to me? You guys eat Pizza Hut. The pizzone with the fucking cheese in the crust and all that shit.
Or he's got a number one serial killer on his hands, because who eats their pizza
backwards
first?
It's a little strange.
That's something you want to get ahead of.
Shamaret says, my asshole 7-year-old son, I love Shamaret already, hates red sauce, no spaghetti, pizza, or lasagna. It's ridiculous. I don't have a problem with a kid not wanting lasagna.
No, but my kids also have...
They don't like red sauce.
They have some...
Maybe they have reflux.
It's annoying. No, they're dicks.
Just a guess.
Katie
Twinkham, who we talked about earlier, says kid won't eat pasta with or without sauce. Only eats potatoes if they're in fry form. I try to give my kid tater tots, and I'll be like, it's just French fries in tot form.
No, but they have onions in them.
Nope. They do?
Yeah.
All tater tots?
I think so. I think they have something. Yeah.
Why aren't they called tater onion tots?
Because fuck you. I don't know.
Stacy Reed says, my kids are proof that you don't need food to live. And here's something I want to get to.
Okay.
It's like with potty training. It's like with other shit. You get, when you're a parent, especially if it's your first kid, if you're a new parent, you get so nervous about your kid not eating or not doing something. Guess what? Your kid's not going to fucking die if he subsists on hot dogs or if he doesn't eat. If you skip a meal or he doesn't want to eat and you don't want to deal with it, your kid's not going to die. He's going to be fine. So don't get too hung up on it. He's going to come out of it. Most kids are picky eaters. I was very picky when I was a kid. Now I'll eat the shit out of, I'll eat a bag of fingers. You know, I'll eat anything. Not anything. There's a handful of things that I won't eat because I was scarred psychologically by my parents. My number one main offender is zucchini.
Zucchini? You won't eat zucchini? Okay.
Can't smell it, can't eat it. And I don't even think it's because of the taste anymore. It's because when I was a kid, I didn't want it. My parents made me eat it.
Mushy.
Not the way they made it.
It was
they
disgusting.
Just, I didn't want it. And it was like, you need to fucking sit here. You're not watching The Wonderful World of Disney until you eat dinner. I would sit at the table.
Yeah.
And they would force me to eat it. Squash was number 2, although I kind of like squash now. Well, they're in the same family, but they're different. Mushrooms. I keep trying to eat mushrooms. I can't make it happen. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But I just don't like them. Spinach, in the can, or sometimes there'll be sand in it, the mushy Popeye spinach.
No one needs.
But I'll eat spinach leaves.
Yeah, no one needs spinach.
I think
we've moved past spinach in a can.
I think that's it. I think that's my main thing. My family makes fun of me if I don't want something. They'll be like, "Oh, you still don't eat." I'm like, I eat tons of shit. Sometimes I don't want something. Sometimes I don't like it.
Do you ever throw it back in their face and go,
I've thrown it literally. Yeah, my mom, I gave her a black eye with some carrots. I'm kidding. I didn't.
You're kidding.
On Thanksgiving, I was like, fuck you, Mom. But here's some carrots.
Have you ever been like, why don't we order some sushi? And your mom's like, what? Pikachu?
Oh, you did it. Yeah, you've come so far. I prefer most of my vegetables raw.
Would your parents eat sushi?
My parents aren't. I don't know if they would, but they don't. No, they're going to order the Fortune Pavilion, the Chinese food.
My parents don't eat that.
So this is retrieving _, says, I gave up fighting. I don't care if he eats, he eats, and that's what I'm good with that. Your kids are going to eat. They're not going to die. Eventually, they're going to come around. HT Chida says, my 10-year-old hasn't eaten a vegetable since he was 3. Lives off chips and chicken wings. Yeah, fed is best.
Yeah, my wife didn't have a vegetable till she was in college.
Our friend Tim is not a vegetable guy. I've seen Tim put salt on his bagel. I don't understand it.
But then she changed and became #1 vegaholic.
She's addicted to vegetables?
Yeah, basically.
I'm like a vegaholic, but for booze.
You know what? I'll allow
it's an onion reference.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
So the Dilly Way says, my kids will eat a plate of sashimi but won't touch chicken nuggets.
Well, there we go.
It's a weird quirk.
I think that's interesting. That's like the kids I was talking about, where they're like, they don't have arugula at this restaurant. Yeah. It's like, what? Like, this is insane.
What do they grow up with in your house? What's their culture? Like, what are they exposed to? What are they like, you know?
But I think that is, what I will say is that kids will go to the most base thing. So you will give them, when you give them something as simple as a hot dog or not even that, but like the sugary stuff. I think the thing that's like, for me, because I'm quite a sugar addict myself, and I have to
interesting.
And I had a previous job. No, not even life, but in a previous job I worked with diabetes, and it's like the worst thing. Sugar is like the worst thing. Not in like an over.
I've heard of diabetes.
Prescriptive thing, but like just if you're just only consuming sugar stuff, it's really fucking bad for you.
It's like Vincent D'Onofrio's character in Men in Black.
Who needs type 2 diabetes?
So Allie Fraser earlier said her kid only eats peanut butter sandwich or a hot dog with no bun. And she goes on here and she says she won't eat chicken nuggets, grilled cheese, mac and cheese, all like the staples of like bullshit kids food. Her kid won't even eat that. That's a struggle. McQuai, which I don't know if I wrote that wrong or what. It says it gets annoyed when you give the kid the same thing that's on your plate, but they insist on eating your dinner even though it's the same, right? So you guys have the same meal, but they want to sit on your lap and only eat yours.
That's it. There's some kids that just will house food no matter what. Like, we'll just crush like food. They'll just like keep eating, and then what they'll do is they'll be like, eat. Are you gonna finish that? They'll point.
Right, they'll eat your shit. But what she's saying is your kid won't eat what's on his plate. They just want what's on your plate. Right. It's almost like they're worried you poisoned them, and they want to eat your food to make sure it's not poison.
Well, because you used to have 4 kids and now you only have 2.
Yeah, you know what? That's attrition.
They keep questioning.
So there's a lot of comments about how kids are fucking whack jobs, right? So Jay from the Burb, she's a white woman or a white man, I think we've assumed, says dinner time, they scream and cry. It's a shit show. They'll eat. Here it is. They'll eat anything I call a snack. They ask for snacks at dinner, and I give them food. That's genius. That's the kind of parenting that we celebrate here
Jay
at the Dad and Buried Show.
Well done.
KD Twinkum her kid will only eat hamburger if I call it a Salisbury steak. Nothing sounds more disgusting to me than a Salisbury steak.
But you know
it's
what?
Like a TV dinner, something you get like a cafeteria.
Yeah, with gravy.
More power to your kid.
No, to you. For being able to
No, but I'm saying, well, not to me, to KD Twinkum.
That's what I meant.
Be more specific. Use your words. D1 Simpson, I cook what my husband and I want, and my kids get cereal if they don't want it. I hope it's not Lucky Charms or Pete's going to fucking go nuts on your ass.
No, you know what? I think I'm kind of into that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? It's not a restaurant. It's not a restaurant.
I don't do that shit.
You don't make multiple meals for the kids. You eat what you eat, or you don't, or you hit the street.
Plate.
Oh, well, no, you eat what they don't eat.
Exactly.
That's why you're so fat. You're fucking enormous.
Damn it.
La Busiana. Her kids, this is funny. La Busiana, fruit, cheese, crackers, sometimes deli meat. Every meal is basically a charcuterie board. You like lay all that shit out. I like it. I pronounced that correctly, right?
Yeah,
charcuterie.
You did.
Thank you.
That's good.
Below 47, his kid eats whatever we're eating for like 2 to 3 bites, then throws it and forces me to make a new dinner just for him.
You know what?
Sounds like a toddler. Yeah. Nate, who doesn't have kids, is like, what are you running, a fucking prison?
Yeah, no. What do you mean not running a prison? It's like, get that guy, lock that kid up.
Well, he should be in prison. So this is my thing. It's not a restaurant, right? A lot of times you're like, that's why if they don't eat, deal with it and be like, you're not getting another meal,
and you're not getting snacks.
You're not getting bullshit.
I'm gonna keep it out. I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm gonna keep it out.
That's all well and good. Kids have ways of wearing you down, though. Like my wife has a hard time not giving them dessert, even if they don't eat. And we hold it over their head, like if you don't eat, you're not getting dessert. No. And then ultimately my wife will crumble. I'll draw the line. I love drawing lines.
But really, because that's actually, we just talked about that in a previous podcast. That is probably the most irritating thing.
Maybe.
If
when
your kid knows
the lack of consistency.
Exactly.
That they can beat you down.
If they no, not you, but if they know that if they just pivot their attention to someone else, that they'll get the dessert. That's fucking.
M. Laveley says, we don't give options. This is what's for dinner. You can eat it now or in 30 minutes, but it's this. That's what my parents used to do to me. You finish what's on your plate,
I've done that.
Or you can't watch TV. You're fucking sitting there at the table.
Yep. You got 20 minutes left. Whatever you do, whatever you want.
That's why I won't eat zucchini.
Yeah.
A lot of people did complain though that sometimes it takes their kids a long time to eat. Right.
Yeah.
What you were saying, your kids eat like birds, right?
They'll eat
like
for
BoJack Horseman.
Like an hour and a half.
Sense.
An hour and a half.
Unbelievable.
My daughter will eat 1 pea at a time. Do you know how insane it is? Oh, but then she'll take.
We don't have peas in the house because Mommy Braid hates peas.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a
thing to hate.
Real shame.
That's one thing to hate.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like beans. I don't like beans.
Don't you? Because there's somebody here. Little Charmer 80 says Heinz baked beans is pretty much all her kids ate for a time. She used to eat out. When she eat out, she would order a bowl of beans. She's like, yeah, it's all they'll eat. Okay, judgy waitress, fucking bring me the beans.
You know what? That's a really
hearty meal.
That's a solid.
But what she didn't say was that she was actually living in the Wild West, camping out a lot.
In 1812,
exactly. 1812, Battle of 1812. Yeah. So Go Outside Kid says his 5-year-old craves octopus but won't eat bread or cheese.
There you go. That's like
these kids got weird quirks.
Like my friend. Octopus.
It's Allie. Just kidding. It's Allie_JK. So is your name not Allie?
I don't know.
Allie with an I. She says the old standby "it's too spicy" won't work on her kid, which is like, if I'm eating something I don't want my kids to eat, like one of my favorite snacks, I'll be like, it's too spicy for you. Yeah. Works on my toddler. She's like, it doesn't work on my kid. He loves spicy. So then he eats it and spits it out and hysterically cries as if I betrayed him. Guess what? I told you it was spicy, bitch.
You know what? That's when you got to dead-eye your toddler and you whisper, don't yell, I fucking told you, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
I fucking told you.
You don't fucking believe that's what you get.
Hey, that's what you get. Don't fucking bury your face in your hands.
Don't run away from me screaming.
Look at my eyes. I fucking told you, and I said you'd spit it out, and you did spit it out, and then you spit it out on my lap, and now I've got to deal with this, and I fucking hate it.
You reminded me of something. There's like a viral thing going around where a parent will try to get, and this is always a fucking toddler at most, they'll offer their toddler a bite of food, right? The toddler will refuse it. Yeah. And then the parent offers the bite of food to a stuffed animal who obviously can't eat it. When the stuffed animal refuses it, the parent makes a show of beating the shit out of the stuffed animal. Like,
what?
Really violently beating the shit out of it, and then turning back to the kid and offering the food. And the kid, now fucking terrified that their parent is going to beat them violently, eats it. Yeah. People think this is funny. It is so fucked up.
It's so weird.
Someone said to me, it was like thinking I was going to think it's funny. I'm like, no, I don't think that's funny. It's like fucking psychological torture.
Yeah,
it's real messed up. You want your kid to be terrified that you're going to beat them up?
No, that's fucking
weird.
I
maybe gave my kid a bloody nose, but he deserved it, okay?
Yeah, I mean, come on. He was trying to have a...
So here's another weird one. Colleen R. Wilcox, who comments from time to time, says, for a while, corn dogs was all my son would eat, right? Which is weird enough. Even weirder, he would only eat them frozen. What the fuck? Is your son an alligator?
You know
what is this kid doing?
Speaking of frozen, you know who eats frozen stuff? my middle kid. Frozen waffles.
Yeah.
Dad, can I?
Waffles.
You would like that?
Yeah. Oh, Nate's.
My little brother had
Nate's into frozen.
He got diabetic, so.
Oh
and
my
now
God.
he's diabetic. Okay, so word of warning.
No more for
you.
middle child.
But that's the thing is like, and by the way, can I just say as a parent, I wholly endorse frozen food. Do you know what the effort level is to take something out of a freezer and then hand it to a child and have them just consume it?
So my kid loves waffles, like Eggos and that kind of shit.
Zero effort.
Yeah.
You don't have to put it in the oven. You
gotta
have to
put it in the toaster, though. The toaster's okay. That's low effort.
You don't have to get a plate. But yeah, you got to take it out of the toaster, and then what are you going to do?
You're right. You got to put it in and take it out. What a fucking chore.
Yeah, and then you got to get a plate.
Then I got to cut it up into pieces and put syrup on it and butter.
Exactly.
God damn it.
Exactly.
Parenting sucks. B. Lopez, 5 meals on repeat, and then any given day the kid will decide he no longer likes that meal. That's the thing. You finally, you feel like you found the meal the kid wants. You buy it in bulk, and he no longer wants it. Slussy Face loves chicken nuggets, won't eat chicken. That's the kid.
Well, so I have one of those too.
It's the format of the food.
It's the form. Exactly. Yeah. That's actually a good way of talking. Wow, man.
You know what I think is weird? When kids want to eat like Elmo's face. Like, why do you want to eat shit shaped as something you like?
Because
like
they
dinosaurs.
Because they love it so much.
Because they're fucking destroyers.
Just wait till they get older. But no. So the point is
they get a bag of fingers.
They all get a bag of fingers. The chicken is too real. It's a different and same. I think that's the thing. Is like
real.
Well,
yeah, it's
chewy.
not processed.
They
it's
say
not
chewy.
bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
so Abalash 18. Here's what you say. Here's not real. My kid hears any kind of processed food wrapper open and he literally comes running. That's like a pet, right? When you hear the thing open. The only Lisa Lewis eats quinoa but won't eat cheese in solid form, which begs the question, like melted cheese? Won't eat cheese in solid form. So when does he eat cheese? When you like drizzle it on his broccoli, Velveeta?
No, I don't think. I don't know.
Wendy Farrell, my daughter will only eat pizza if the pepperoni is under the cheese, not on top. Think you're getting out of it? She's 16. My daughter only eats pepperoni if it's under the cheese. She's 16 years old. Guess what? There's no escape from this shit. But parenting never gets better.
I'm trying to think of a time I had pizza where the pepperoni was under the cheese. It's like
it happens sometimes, but it's like by accident. Papa John's isn't pizza. Okay. It's fucking toxic waste.
Okay. Well, so is he.
Yes.
So
look at you. Current events. Shaderlin says every day they're allowed one yogurt and they still have the balls to ask for a second one 50 times. That's what my kids do.
What's wrong with that? What if they want more yogurt? Why can't you give them more
I don't know,
yogurt?
because yogurts are expensive and you want them to have a little variety. My kids are like that with my toddler's like that. The hammer with his mini muffins and his yogurt. He'll be like, I haven't had my mini muffins yet. Guess what? He had his mini muffins. He wants another one. He's trying to game the system. Mini muffins cost a fortune.
I'm just trying to think of what can you do that's inexpensive, like carrots. The reason I keep bringing up apples is because they're super cheap, and then that's how we stave. We're like, oh, you want those? You got to finish this, and it's cheaper. And by the time they're done with their apples, they forget about whatever the fuck they wanted. The mini muffins are like, do you want mini muffins now? They're like, I don't know.
The light tactic is great.
Like, I don't know.
So _XX Lex. I have no idea if that's my kids.
Jesus Christ.
My kids love to eat pancakes 24/7. Anytime I ask what she wants to eat, it's always pancakes. That must be weird after a little while.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite ones. Tanya Lopez Hendrickson, who commented on Facebook. So I don't know. That's not her Instagram handle. Says her 9-year-old lives on air sandwiches. Air sandwiches are literally two pieces of bread with nothing on them and no crust.
Wow.
It's just two pieces of bread. My son often wants toast, but what he really means is he wants the sliced cinnamon bread in the fridge. I don't even toast it. I just give him the piece of bread. He calls it toast.
Yeah.
I let him call it toast. 30 years from now, he's going to be asking for toast. It just means bread.
Wow, but wait, 2
pieces of bread with nothing on them, like a sandwich, like 2 pieces of bread.
You know what? I've fended off. My kids, I think, have asked for the same thing. My middle would.
I won't stand for it.
No, she would definitely want. That's exactly what she would want. If she could have a sandwich, that's exactly what she would want. Guess what? I don't give it to her.
Have you seen the film Kill Bill?
I give her a PB&J.
Part 2.
Because she's white. What?
In Kill Bill Part 2, when Uma Thurman, Beatrix Kiddo finally meets Bill.
Yeah.
and finds the daughter that's her daughter that she's trying to reclaim, and he's making sandwiches. He's making like really basic like bologna. No, the way he slices those sandwiches, it's like hypnotic.
No, I know.
I love it.
Well, because he's got like
he does a great job.
because he's got the knife.
Well, he's got the knife, but he's putting he's putting the mustard or whatever, the mayonnaise on it. He's cutting them really nice. I think he even cuts them like little triangles, and he cuts off the crust. I fucking love it. I also worship in that he gives Tarantino, apparently Bill gives a speech about how Superman, his true form is as Superman, and when he wears a disguise to blend in with humans, it's as Clark Kent, and Clark Kent is a clumsy oaf and a doofus. Right. And he's like, this is Superman's critique of the human race. Is it when he plays Clark Kent, he's acting like he thinks humans act, which is like a clumsy idiot, even though he's like an award-winning reporter. But I always love that. Also, apparently, supposedly, Bill is dressed like Han Solo in that movie.
Is Superman wrong? Let's be honest.
No, he's not wrong. No, Superman's the best superhero in the world of all time.
No, but I'm saying, like, look at us.
No, I agree. You are a clumsy oaf. Shut up, Nate. Who's your favorite superhero?
Superman's so boring.
No, he's not.
Lantern?
He's not boring. It's the people that there's so much shit you can do with Superman. People fuck it up left and right. The first two Superman movies are among the best superhero movies of all time. Still.
Which one? The Christopher Reeve?
Christopher Reeve. The first Superman and Superman 2. They're fucking bombers. Is that a thing? Is that what kids
Bangers.
say?
Yeah,
Bangers.
Yeah.
They're bops.
Unless you're talking about
the jams.
New York Yankees.
All right. So last thing I want to talk about is snobby parents, right? Those parents whose kids, my kid doesn't eat fucking mac and cheese. He eats sushi. I don't care that the kid eats sushi. That's fine. What I care about is, as Little Charmer 80 says here, the parent posts smug pics at a sushi restaurant. Look at my fucking refined palate on my 5-year-old. Yeah. Shut up, Little Charmer 80's friend.
Stupid
Fuck
idiot.
you.
Yeah.
That is best. Abalash says, I love when people say if you never feed your kids junk, they won't ask for it. You know what? They're not asking for it because they're getting it at their goddamn friend's house.
That's true.
My next door neighbors used to have soda with every meal. It was the envy of my childhood. Not good for you. Even I knew it even then.
They're all dead now.
Right? They are dead. They died. Diabetes.
Yeah.
So KSU Julie, who gives the crap about the cap and hat, has a funny meme where she mocks organic moms. She says, hey, organic quinoa moms, your kids are going to drink from a bathtub of liquor someday. Like, you're doing your best to, like, save your kids from all this and be all natural and organic. Guess what? Your kid's going to fucking eat his own puke at some point.
Meanwhile, our kids, the KSU Julie's kids, are just going to be drinking alcohol starting now.
Now, yeah. You got to get it in early.
Eventually, they're going to be like, wait, quinoa, that sounds pretty good. You mean I don't have to live like this
Well, you
anymore?
know what? It's
I can feel better?
I have a friend from high school who was very sheltered, right? Yeah. And he went to college having not experienced anything. I'm not talking about myself, although it is very similar to me. Yeah. His first semester at college, he went fucking hog wild.
Yeah.
Right? And he got so drunk because he had never had any experience with, like, partying or fun.
Right.
You overdo it too much, and he got on probation. He got kicked out of school, and he had to, like, work his way back in, right? Same thing happened to me where I had, like, two really embarrassing drunk experiences.
You didn't because you went down the clarinet route.
Here it comes.
And then
in high school. I was a fucking
and so
nerd.
Then there was no
I was a goody two-shoes nerd.
Fine because
the first time I got drunk.
You had plenty of high experiences.
The first time I got drunk was the summer before high school. And then my first semester in college, I got drunk a bunch of times and made a fool out of myself a couple of legendarily embarrassing times. And then you work your way out. But that's the thing, like, sheltering your kid from junk food means they're going to indulge in it when they get the chance, right? You need to layer that in, like you and your Lucky Charms.
No, I'm going to offer, actually, my wife is a good example. So she was raised, like I said, the first vegetable that she ate was in college. So she was raised on, like, Ho-Hos and, like Pepsi and junk food her entire life.
When she was a kid, Ho-Hos?
Her whole life.
I used to have devil dogs.
Everything was like microwaved.
They're gross devil
dogs. Was like literally like she like this is not a joke. She then later went to culinary school and then to like integrative nutrition school.
This is your wife?
Yeah, this is
she went to
my
culinary
wife.
School after college?
Yeah. And now she's, she will make roasted sweet potatoes.
I've seen her
and
Instagram.
I'll be like, why would you do that?
Why can't I have Ho-Hos for dinner?
Yeah, why
am I being punished for your shitty childhood?
Yeah, exactly. Well,
it wasn't shitty. I'm sure it was lovely. She's a lovely person.
You're assuming that she's making enough food for two people. She's not.
That birthday party she had that time with the slushies and stuff, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
she needed to get indulged back to her childhood. Chili dogs.
But my point being is that's KS Julie is exactly right, is that
KSU, Julie.
Okay, whatever. You rebel against what you know, and then eventually you're going to end up at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's a moderation in all things, right? So you give your kids a little bit of junk, a little bit of good stuff, and you hope you raise them right, and they get some. They figure it out on their own.
You know what it is more? It's like I just need them to be at someone else's house and eat food, so they don't bitch, and no, I don't have to get a phone call.
I need them to be at someone else's house all the time.
That's it.
I need to go back in time and not have children.
I need them to eat enough of a variety of food where if someone is like, "Do you eat carrots?" Like
they're into it, right?
Well,
they're exposed to enough that they can.
So
deal
I do
with
this
it.
when I'm making lunch or something for when I'm like, there's 5 kids there or whatever, and I don't know what. Like, do you eat carrots? And they're like, no.
But there's
like,
something you have that they'll eat.
Do you have strawberries? Yeah, I'll eat strawberries. Do you eat apples? No, I don't eat apples. All right, strawberries. You get
What
strawberries.
about Peeps?
No, I'm not gonna.
Do you like Peeps?
Do I like Peeps? No, they don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. What is it? It's like the marshmallow
Easter
things.
candies.
Like Easter?
It's like eating fiberglass.
Why would anybody?
It's like eating styrofoam. They're gross.
No, chocolate.
I love some chocolate.
I'm into chocolate in a big way.
In a big way.
In a big way.
Dark chocolate or go the fuck home.
Well,
milk chocolate is
out of here with milk chocolate. Are you kidding me?
If you like milk chocolate, unsubscribe.
Grow up. Grow up. Now we know.
Milk chocolate is junk. What do you like? Those pirate
but
coins?
But also candy, like straight up candy. Straight up candy is good.
Straight up candy?
Like
is that like Paul
jelly
Abdul candy?
No, like anything like jelly beans, like any sort of like, like lemon
jelly
heads.
beans. No,
lemon
I'm
heads.
not a candy guy.
I
That's
know.
our friend Tim. I'm a chocolate guy.
Exactly. My point is
I
if
like
your
gummy
kids
stuff.
are addicted to that kind of candy, I'm not into that as much.
My kid loves like Sour Patch and sour stuff.
Yeah, my kids don't. They just chocolate is the one, and I'm okay with that.
Chocolate's good. It's good for you. Antioxidants. Is that true?
None of this is true. This has all been made.
Yeah, literally none of this is true.
Pulling it out
we can't vouch for any of the comments that we read off.
No.
But we thank you for all the comments. Please give us more. Facebook group. Comment on this episode on YouTube.
Yeah.
Give us a 5-star review on iTunes and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to hit 100K. Once I do, I'm leaving Pete in the fucking dust.
Good. Where is that? What does that mean? This is this is my.
You own?
Yeah.
What do you own? You own the brand name?
No, I own the studio.
Oh, this is a fucking studio where I'm literally melting to death.
When I say I own it, I don't.
Don't.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Thank you for commenting.
Sorry.
Thank you for listening. We're gonna start doing lives every once in a while from the podcast studio.
That's right.
Might take a hiatus until fall because it's literally 300 degrees in here.
You have to look at YouTube and how much we're sweating.
You really do. Insane. I look disgusting. I'm soaked through again. All right. Thanks for listening.
And we'll see you.
We'll catch you on the flip flop.
Thank you.
I don't know why you would still be watching This Isn't a Marvel movie, no matter how much I look like Paul Rudd, which you can deny it all you want. It's there in the eyes, I think. I'm young looking like him. If you enjoyed the podcast, which you obviously did or you wouldn't be listening still, sign up on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you want to listen to. Comment here on YouTube, subscribe, hit that like button. We want to hear from you. Comments, questions, dirty jokes, money, all the money you can give us. We'd love it all. Catch you next time.